Hello everyone, this is Nancy at Paper Moon Tarot. I wanted to do an autumn video on my decks that make me feel like autumn. I have 5 decks and I'm going to show 5 cards from each just to make this quick and not ramble through too many cards from each deck. Uh, Interestingly, I have a couple oracles in here in the 5, and I really don't do oracles that much, but for some reason, I guess the oracles that I have been attracted to are autumnal. So we're going to start with the Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. Very witchy by Terry Foss. It's very witchy and very autumnal to me. So we have, this is an oracle, obviously. There's Imagine and Spirit. It's a combination of colors and just the feel of cooler weather coming on. Sometimes, like this one, very autumn colors, very much a feeling of walking out in the woods on an autumn evening. And then it's got the spooky element. It's got witches and black cats and that kind of thing. And finally, Divinity. So autumn for me is pretty much my favorite season out of the 4. I grew up in New England, and so autumn was lots of beautiful leaves, burning leaves, the smell of leaves being burned in the air, which I really like, and just the cool, crisp weather. It's really great. Halloween, let's segue into a deck that reminds me of autumn and Halloween, and that is the Crooked Way Tarot from Duck Soup. I'm not giving you a lot of scary cards in this one, but for some reason, autumn, maybe because it's heading us into winter, is kind of a scary season, or has been, and of course with Halloween, where things are getting darker, things are getting, food is getting harvested, but then it's gone for the winter. So here's my scary deck, the Crooked Way. And one of the fun things about this, besides the fact that I think the colors and so forth are kind of autumny, browns and greens and rusts and so on, it's just a fun deck because it's sort of like a little Addams Family deck. This is Svartvatten Ode, or Ode, is the Page of Skulls. So everyone has a name of the character and the name of the card. The magician is called the illusionist, and it's Uncle Mordred. This is Annunciata Fate, the Page of Pentacles. She's pretty spooky. Great Aunt Lillian, the 9 of Sticks, which would be wands in this deck. And Mistress Charity, who is the 6 of Pentacles. She is apparently exchanging blood with this person, so the give and take and sharing of Pentacles is 6 of Pentacles is given a new twist in this one. And the backs of the cards, which are also very autumnal. So that's the Crooked Way. And I have memories of Halloween going around with, in my neighborhood in Connecticut, and we would go to houses and there would be bobbing for apples. You know, there would be hot cider served at houses. This tells you how old I am because I'm not sure who goes around to houses for Halloween anymore. But it was just a magical evening. Now, the next deck I have that feels autumny to me is the Hieronymus Bosch Tarot. And it's autumny again, very much because of the color scheme. It's not as much spooky as just odd. If you know Bosch's artwork, it's odd. And the colors, I think, are just very autumn. Here's the Knight of Skates. Now, I will tell you, the Hieronymus Bosch tarot is really not a tarot. It's got 6 different suits as well as the majors. It doesn't really have pips, and it does have court cards, but it's not readable as a standard tarot. I got it because I love it. It's beautiful matte cardstock. There's the backs. And it's just a little picture gallery, little flip cards of Hieronymus Bosch's art, which is pretty cool. I've always thought that Bosch was a cool artist, and he was quite an accomplished artist. There's the Ace of Books. And again, there are 6 different suits. I won't tell you what that pertains to. It could be swords, it could be something else. The Baron of Coins. The King of Birds. Which could be sword-like, I don't know. I'm sure it's explained in the book, and it's quite a good book. I'm just looking at the art. That's all I do with this deck. And the Page of Birds. So that is the Hieronymus Bosch Tarot. Okay, 2 more. This next one is my other oracle. And again, I got this for the art. It is the Goddess Dream Oracle. And it is by Wendy Andrew. And I'm really not going to fit these in here. They're big oracle style cards. They're shiny, which is not my favorite. But isn't that autumn? I mean, it's just beautiful autumn. And it's nice art. I like the art. It's not too overly pretty. It's, like her face. I love her face. Wisdom. Harmony. The autumn colors in that are so pretty. Creativity, which reminds me of how we really used to work hard on costumes for Halloween every year. And now I suspect it's pretty much superheroes from Marvel Comics and, whatever movies are hot at the time for kids, that pretty much costumes are taken out of movies anymore. And, we really worked on them. In my day, we worked on our Halloween costumes and didn't get them from Marvel Comics, but, we got them from other things. We got them from Cinderella or whatever. But aren't these pretty cards? And don't they look like autumn to you? I mean, you can tell the leaves. The leaves are gone. It could be winter, but we're still seeing a bare field rather than snow here. So it's autumn. And autumn's my favorite time to walk. It's just nice and cool and crisp. And I'm not a summer person, so the heat of the summer is over. And it's just much more fun to walk for me, especially with all the leaves on the ground that you can kick around as you go. This is a deck I just got, and I'm not seeing the box. Oh, there it is. This is the Primordial Dreams Tarot. It is an AI deck. I ordered it last December on a Kickstarter, and I'm less inclined to buy AI decks now, but this approach to the art intrigued me. I don't know if, people worry that the art is being snatched from bits of artists' work that are online. Well, this is Neanderthal cave art is what this creator was looking towards. And I don't know if there are any cavemen who are upset about you stealing their art style, but it's really a cool deck. And the colors, again, that's autumn to me, the golds and the reds, that golden color. This is, in some ways, to me, a pip deck, because you will find that, okay, here's a pip card. And that's my phone. We're going to ignore that. It's just a little music for you. Pip card has 6 dots. And that with the color, which is pentacles, tells you that this is the 6 of Pentacles. But the meaning of that really isn't that much shown in the image. I mean, that doesn't give you the 6 of Pentacles. And that's kind of the case with all the Pip cards, that they don't give illustrations that you can say, oh, I see that person giving that to that person. And they don't. They're interesting art. They're pretty in their own way, but they aren't. So I'd call it a Pip deck, and those dots tell you what that is and the color of the card. But anyway, the majors do generally give you the feeling for the meaning. This is the Star card. And this is an ace. This is the Ace of Wands because it's red and it's got the 1 dot. Wheel of Fortune. And again, the 6 of Pentacles. And this is the High Priestess. The majors don't have any titles on them. So there are a few you kind of have to memorize. Was the Empress, the High Priestess, but only a couple that you're like, I really can't see that as being what it's supposed to be. But it's a pretty deck. It's beautiful backs that again have that autumny feel to them, sort of wheat colored and red, for like red leaves. So that is the Primordial Dreams Tarot. And those are my 5 tarot decks, 5 cards from each deck, to show you what I think about autumn. I hope you have a wonderful one, and thanks for watching. Bye.